Okay, legends, welcome back to the channel with another Etheria restart video. So in this video, we're gonna go and showcase the teams that I'm using actually on my teams, and I will tell you the alternatives if there's units that you don't have, or there's units that you have and I don't have, so you can get the most points out of it. Now, I didn't get the best scores in the world. What I got is above 2,000 points, and this is where you want to get at least. And to get to 2,500 or 3,000, you need one of these two units, or basically two of them, which is Shiada or Rosa, or both of them. And this will help you a lot, and you will get to 2,500, maybe 3,000. You can go to the rankings and check the teams that everybody are using. People are using Chloros as well. If you have Chloros built, I do have Chloros. I'm never gonna build him, I think. And here, basically, I don't have Doki Doki. And here I'm using a better you can use this team. I'm not saying my team is better, but I have a team that works perfectly, but it's a little bit not super free to play friendly. I will show you the teams that I'm using right now, and I will tell you the alternatives. Okay, you can always look at the rankings and check the teams that you want to use, but this is for me as free to play with the teams that I have. Yes, I'm using Lily, but there's a lot of other units that you can use instead of her. So here I'm using Heinrich, and I'm using him with a little bit of effect accuracy and a little bit of damage, so he can deal damages. Okay, so he will deal damage, he will do his debuffs, and I have Bramble on him as well, so he can or Battle Will, so he can go and do another tap and give us the buff block again, which is absolutely fantastic. This is a unit that is absolutely huge. Now, before we go and continue here, I want to just let you know, where do I get these ideas? You can go and read them, so you can pick and check what they do as skills, every single boss, and you can click on the overall mechanics and read of them. So Nico Nana, the more that you do debuffs on her, the more damage that you do on top of the damages that you do normally, which is absolutely fantastic. For Sharon, the more that you have buffs, the more that you'll do damages to the enemy, which is also amazing. And follow-up damage will increase your damages as well, okay? Because Yelly is absolutely crazy here. And the last one, which is the best team that I cooked so far, for me as free-to-play for this one, without seeing whatever on the rankings, and when I check the rankings, nobody is using actually the same team that I'm using, which I hope that they will use, and they will have better units to deal more damages. So you need to keep attacking her to remove 12 stacks of the Guardian Field that she has, and when she loses it, she's gonna get a stack, or she will go into exposed, and then your damages will be increased by 100%. And what happens here with Hoyen, that basically for almost 20 attacks that we do, she never attacks us, because we're pushing turn meter, and we are controlling the ads around her. So I will show you the teams that I'm using, and this was kind of crazy. So the first team, yes, I'm using Sybil, because she's the best one as a carry for me that deals a lot of damage with Revelation, and I gave her the Messiah Revelation kit. I still don't have a 3 set. I'm searching for Revelation with 3 set with Harvest and Onslaught, so I can build it on Messiah, so it will be good. I'm using a different Harvest, whatever it is, adding it on it, or I'm using another one with the Onslaught. Yeah, so I want to remove this Onslaught and put anything else that I can get it. But if you don't have it, that's good. That's not that bad. I have her at 4K attack, so she's gonna get the buffs from Nailu, which will help her a lot. So what are we doing here? Debuffs with her as well, because she does the defense down, and she speeds herself as well, so we don't care about this because we're gonna get the speed from her. We get debuffs from her ultimate, from her second skill. Her first skill just reduces the turn meter for the enemy, which is really good. Nailu, which is the MVP here, she's the playmaker actually. I have her on a speed set, relatively good, not that bad actually. Maybe here you don't want to get stunned if you don't have anybody to control this team. And yes, if you don't have Heinrich, you can play Holden. Holden is absolutely amazing for debuffs. If you don't want to play Holden, actually I might try Holden. I still have 2 tries. I will try Holden instead and check the damages. But when I put this set, specifically an attack set on him with high effect accuracy. So as you see, I have effect accuracy, I have crit rate, and I have HP bonus. I can remove it and put more effect accuracy, maybe more attack, but I wanted him to survive even more, because sometimes we do not get the buff block and he takes a hit. I want him to survive a little bit. So Viper, Holden works perfectly here. If you don't want to use any of these, you can use different characters that will allow you to do debuffs, but I wouldn't recommend anybody that is not a blue character or light and dark or red character. You can use anybody else if you feel like it. Chloros also works here if you want to remove him and add Chloros, because it's considered a debuff, the one that he applies. And we got only one healer here, which is Chiaki. Chiaki is absolutely magnificent. As I said, she's one of the most broken defensive units in the game when she applies Origami, and she got a buff. Origami is also getting 2 stacks instead of 1 stack this time, so she can go and let your team survive and take a lot of hits without you even dying. We don't die on this team, which is absolutely nice. Now, the second team, I'm using Yeli here, and if you don't have Yeli, if you didn't pull for her and did the mistake, you didn't pull the best unit in the entire game as a DPS, you can use any other unit that you have on your lineups. I would highly recommend here, instead, if you have Chloros, don't play him here, play Shiada or Rosa instead of Sybil. They work perfectly fine. Shiada or Rosa. I think Rosa works even better because Rosa will apply a debuff and she will follow up with that every time you crit. So Rosa will be perfectly good here. You can play Chloros here because Chloros deals a lot of damage against her, and everybody will follow up, or he will follow up actually. I'm playing Lily. If you don't have Lily as a playmaker here, you can play one of these because you want the buffs as well. You can play Chiaki, not Chiaki, actually you can play Kazumi, this one, because she will give you the speed buff, alright? So I used to play her here, but I put Lily for better scores because Lily will enable Twin Trick and reset and everything else. She will give you the speed buff, which is really nice, and she will help you actually reduce the cooldowns of your skills, so you can go and spam more and more. If you don't want to play her here, you can play Beyontin. Beyontin does the exactly same thing. Don't play Veronica, she wasn't good. I tried her, she was bad. Beyontin, what does Beyontin do? She will buff you with crit damage and attack, and give herself a flower buff. If anybody dies, she can revive them, and she will do reduction to cooldown for a random unit on your lineup for 1 turn if you max it up for 2 turns, which is not really actually the thing that you want to do, and push their turn meter, and she does single damage. So she does buff with her skills, which is absolutely nice. If you don't have Lily. If you have Lily, you're safe. Lily is the best slot here for this. You can play as well Yang. Now, I wouldn't recommend Yang that much. I know he plays around turn meter, and the more he crits, he buff your turn meter. But because he's odd, and this is a holo, you will take a lot of damage actually. But anyway, I'm building Oboro. Yes, I want to try some stuff with her. So Oboro will be next project for me. You can play Dorothy if you want. Dorothy is absolutely nice because she's going to give you the crit rate and the life steal on everybody. That's a buff. And she will give you turn meter and reduction to cooldown. And she will increase your crit damage, which is absolutely nice as well. So these are your options here. But Valerian is a must here, in my opinion. She will give you the shields. She will give you an attack buff. She will give you a defensive buff, at least when she's on top of her. If you didn't lose your buffs, she might give you a speed buff, but you already get it from Lily or from Kazumi if you're using them. Catchy the Goat or Catchy the Guard, absolutely fantastic. You should build him on any account. He will help you a lot. He will give you the defensive buff. He will extend the duration of the buffs, and he will give you the invulnerability for debuffs, which is really great. She will buff herself by herself, Yeli, which is absolutely nice. And I know that this is a blue character, Linglo, but Linglo will heal your team, cleanse you, and she will give you a lot of whale prayers. If you max her first skill like I did, a lot of whale prayers for 2 turns, it's considered a buff. Also, you can get 3 or 4 or 5 stacks on top of, I think 5 stacks is the most one that you can get from her. You gonna get chance well prayer. I think it's up to 5 times, 4 times or 5 times. So you can stack them on top of yourself and increase your damages. That will be a full bar of 10 buffs or more, just because having her and having Catchy the Goat, because they will buff you, and Valerian, and the speed buff, of course, or anybody that will give you a crit rate or crit damage buff, you can have them on this plot with helping you with speed. This is basically what you want on this team. The last team, and this is the most successful team that I cooked, absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna show you the damages here, but we're gonna start by showing you the team on here because I'm so proud of what I created here. It's absolutely great, to be honest. So what is the common theme on this team? Other than debuffs, okay, what's the common theme? Pushback turn meter with Mio, okay? You can use somebody else if you want, Marvel. If you don't have Mio, Marvel will help you a lot, but she gives you the speed, which is absolutely nice, and she freezes as well, which is absolutely perfect for me. What do we do with Class? Her second skill pushes turn meter as well. What do we do with Kraken? He pushes turn meter with his ultimate. So he push turn meter by minus 30%, which is huge as well. And he freezes the units. And I'm playing him on Time Weave. Time Weave is super important on him, okay? And we're playing as well, I max all of his skills, so it's the 3 cooldown. He pushes turn meter with his ultimate as well, which is absolutely crazy, because you're gonna check how many times we're gonna get the vulnerability on the boss, and we're gonna deal a lot of damage. And you want a nuker, you can play Lilium if you have her, if you pulled her, because she's dealing a lot of damages actually versus this boss, which is really great, but she is not superior to Ditting. Ditting is still superior to her because he applies a vulnerability as well and deals a lot of damage, which is perfectly fine. I'm not playing Messiah, I'm not playing Hoyan. If you want to test out Hoyan, play her here. You can test that. I did test her, she didn't work well. This is why I'm not playing her. I can give her the set, I can give actually Heinrich the set of Hoyan, but I want effect accuracy and she doesn't have effect accuracy. So I gave her, I cooked a different set. Actually give him a little bit of effect accuracy. As you see, it's an offset because we didn't have the 3rd slot. And this is how it's working. Basically, my gears are not perfect. They're still working. We're doing fine. We're getting above 2,000 points. Let's go into the run and show you this. It's a 2-minute or 3-minute run. So I'm sorry for the long video, but I try to explain as much as possible. You can use Freya wherever you want. She works. She works against Sharon. She works against this boss, Hoyan as well. But I think this is the best option for me so far. I want to test Viper instead of Heinrich. I think he works completely fine because he strips the buffs, but he does the buff bluff. If it's there, the second minion will never give you a buff on your boss, so you can go in and be super fine with your run and deal a lot of damage. I need maybe a little bit of more effect accuracy on all of my team, but this is working fine. Let's go and check the last team. I just want to show you the last team, that when they will start attacking, okay? So here we go. This is the last team. We start. So Mio starts because she's the fastest on my team. She pushed back everybody, okay? So they're pushed back. Now, we're going to apply, I have the teddy bear on her, the Dark Moon, so we get 3 by 3. And he pushed back and stunned the freeze. Perfect. We push back again. Look at them. Where are they? So we have 6 stacks. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, so we did hit 1, boom, exposed. Now increase the damage by 100% all the time. Now we're gonna taunt her as well, and we're gonna rinse and repeat the cycle. We have Time Weave on him, which will help him a lot as well. We're dealing extra damages with everybody. Everybody are dealing insane amount of damages right now, okay? So after this one, she's gonna attack, unless we push her back. If we get the reduction, we didn't get the reduction, she's gonna hit. Now, she has 12 stacks. We want to reduce the 12 stacks. So we push back again. Look at these two. They're pushed back again. If we have her ultimate, she's going to push back, but she's going to do it next. He's going to push back. They're back down there. We're dealing damages. We're ready. We have 8 stacks. It's gone to 7, 6, 4, and then we're going to hit again. That's 3, and we're going to push them back again. Here we go, 2. We hit again, that's what will be 1. Okay, and now she's exposed. So whatever damage, and we're pushing back more and more and more, and we get cooldown reduction on him all the freaking time. We didn't push back, which is a little bit bad, but we're gonna do it again. Hopefully we can do it with him. Okay, we can. So 1 will get free unless she does her second skill. She didn't do her second skill, and he didn't push. Can you push back? We didn't push back. So 1 got free, which is fine, We can manage it. Hopefully we can manage it. We can freeze. Soon we're gonna get the reduction on him. We didn't get the reduction, but you see what, right? This is basically the point of this entire playthrough. You need a little bit of RNG to keep them all freezing, and you can get all the pushback. You need a little bit of effect accuracy as well. And whenever she does her double attacks, she's gonna silence the entire team. So here we go. She's gonna silence us. She's gonna cleanse. Okay, great, purify, but she wasn't ready with the ultimate. Next round, we're gonna push everybody back again, and we're gonna be ready. So her bubble also will be ready on the next round. And here we go. This is the pushback. Hopefully we don't get attacked, because as much as they attack us, we're gonna get again the boss to attack us. And here we go. We push them back. They're exposed. We're dealing increasing amount of damage. If he hits his ultimate with the increasing amount of damages, you're gonna be seeing the damages skyrocket here, which is absolutely fine. For Sharon, this is the team that we're cooking. Okay, I have Kachi on Time Weave. This is the most important thing that you need to understand. You need him on Swift Rush, or on the speed, and you need him on Time Weave as well, so he can apply all of these and extend all of the duration of the buffs. The more that you have buffs, the more that you deal damage as well versus this boss. It's immune to everything, so you can't even debuff this boss, so we don't care about debuffs, we don't care about anything. Even Yeli, she doesn't apply the defense break no matter how many times you attack. So you only need to do raw damage and protect your lineup. So hopefully he will have his ultimate next because he got cooldown reduction. For Nico Nana, this team working fine as well. We're not gonna take any damages. We're always gonna deal damages versus this boss, and we're gonna apply a lot of debuffs with this specific lineup. Even if we get stunned, we have the origami, so we're not gonna take that much damage. And whenever we have the ultimate ready, because I maxed his ultimate. Now, if you have Viper, it's more consistent. You will have speed reduction and attack down on the boss all the time. And whenever he gets, or the boss Nico Nana gets a buff from this minion on the right side of our screen, we're gonna cleanse it as well or dispel it from him. And we apply the, here we go, debuffs, debuffs, debuffs. I know it's not the most debuffs. I would maybe trade somebody to land more debuffs on this team. Maybe you can play without Nilo, but Nilo with the speed buff that she gives you and the vulnerability that you put on the boss. Now, I know that she puts vulnerability, you might not need Nilo, but because you're not dealing speed down on the boss, you're getting speed up on you. So if you want to replace her by Viper, you're going to get attack down and speed down on the boss. By default, you're going to get your speed buffed. Instead of your speed getting buffed here, you're gonna apply a debuff on the boss. I think this is the right option. I might try this instead of playing Nilo here, but Nilo, because she accelerates with her second skill plus heal our highest attacker, which is Sybil. So Sybil, here we go, action. So she got pushed into the front, so she goes and attack more and more. With the buffs, we don't die because I gave him an HP 1. Origami, yep, we heal back full to HP. We don't care about the boss anymore. We hit the 2K, we still have 1 minute, which is absolutely nice. Sharon we're looking fine. We just need to cleanse and heal. And whenever she has the ultimate, she cleanses everything Yeli. So she's perfectly good versus this boss. And she attacks very, very much. And she's dealing a lot of damages with all the buffs that she has on herself. Now, for Shadow Flame Hoyan, here we go. One is still frozen. We're dealing damage. Is it exposed? Is this exposed? No. Where's the exposed? I don't think there's an exposed yet. And now she got 12 stacks. Okay, we weren't at exposed. Now we need to freeze them all. Can we freeze you? Okay, we froze them and we push her back. And now we're gonna deal damages and she has debuffs and rinse and repeat. As you see, we're at 700. We can hit 1K with this team. I need to tweak my my sets and we're gonna heal by him as well with the taunt every single time. So he's perfect for this scenario, I think. In my opinion, this works perfectly fine. This is my highest record so far. You need a little bit of RNG. So if you can keep them pushed back, if your luck with pushing them back will be 100%. So if your effect accuracy as high as possible, and we're gonna get taunted or we're gonna get silenced. We did resist on some of them, so hopefully this resist will help us with Mio or anybody to push them back. Oh, we didn't push back, so they're free again. But hey, we did hit 2.2K, which is absolutely fantastic. We're still pushing them back. Absolutely nice. Nobody died on our lineup. This is the highest score so far that I got on these lineups. We can hit even more. If I had Giada or Rosa here, I would 100% hit that 2,500 because this will be at 800 or 700 points, which will help us a lot. Maybe if I have Chloros here, I would play instead of Ditting, I will play her here, or maybe, I don't know. I would change some stuff because many people are playing Ditting as well on Nico Nana and dealing a lot of damage. But for Shadow Flame Hoyan, I don't have anybody with high DPS. This is why I'm using Sybil. And this is how we get our scores. And it's really decent. It's not that bad. Actually, for a free-to-play account that I didn't invest in many things, I don't have the lattices. I don't have what these people having, right? So I can't invest in every single unit to hit 4K and these numbers. But it still works. You can check their lineup. You can see, okay, I have Freya, I have her, I have her. I don't have these two. What can I replace them with? Somebody that deals a lot of damage and he's fire. Let's say Holden, because Holden built him on defense. He's gonna do a lot of damages. Instead of Rosa, I have Shiada, I have Sybil. I have different options. Born, don't use him. I use him. He doesn't deal a lot of damage actually. Sadly, he's not good for bosses. So if you wanna play here, what do I don't have on this lineup? Let's say the premium, they're all premium units, let's be honest. So if you have Yeli, you play Yeli. If you don't have Lily, you can replace her with anybody that is speedy, that push you with speed. Again, Kazumi, she will help you a lot here. If you don't have Doki Doki for the speed, the cleanse, and everything, you can play different kind of cleansers like Kachi the Guard. He will help you a lot. Cleansing with her, and Kachi the Guard, we consider him as a cleanser because he gives you invincibility or immortality on this. And here, Vice pushback. Kachi Also, this is smart. Pushback, 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 which is really good pushback. Speed, a buff here with reduction to cooldowns as well works perfectly great with this lineup. I might try the same lineup actually. Instead of him, I will keep Kraken because he's gonna freeze. He stuns, but Kraken freezes and pushes back, and his pushback is better. So Kraken is superior to Catchy, yet Catchy is still good, okay? Because with his first skill, he pushes just like Marvel. If you don't want to play him, you can play Marvel instead of him. But Vice is, I think these are better than having Marvel. But again, if you don't have these lineups, you can play them like this. I think this gets you to 1,000 points, maybe a little bit more, depending on the lineup, because she reset the cooldown many times. Sadly, we don't have her. So this is the best one. Yumi, big shout out to you. And other players are using, I think, similar lineups. Okay, they have, everybody has different characters. Silence is absolutely fantastic here. And as you see, they're playing her. As I said, she still works. I didn't know that they're playing her, but it's in my head. So she works as well. And no Ling Lo at all in any lineup. So he preferred to play Mia instead of Ling Lo here. I don't know if, I think Mia is great because she dispels as well. He protects with dispelling, and she pushes your best attacker, which is the thing. That's a cool lineup actually for this one. And yeah, that's basically it. Let me know what your lineup you're using. I'm sorry for the long video. I tried to explain as much as possible because I wanted to give all the information that I have so you understand what I'm doing. And I wish you all the best luck, and let me know about your scores. And if you have something that nobody is playing and you're playing and it's smart, so I know about it and I can share it with everybody else. And I'll see you on the next one.